I'm seeing some actors in here that are young in these times. Yo, he looks young in this. What? I only know him from 2.5 Men. Like, I don't know what it is back then. I keep seeing movies that are somewhat like related to the Vietnam War. Alright guys, today your fellow Gen Z Brit born in the 2000s is going to be checking out top 10 movies of the 1980s. A throwback to an iconic decade that I didn't get to experience, but one that so many of you guys, you know, tell me stories and how much you're fond about. Is that the way right we're saying it? Fond. What? Anyways. Yeah, I knew you guys talk about the 80s, and you know, apparently the movies were very, very there's a lot of iconic movies from this decade. So I'm really curious to see what is they show in this, and yeah, I'm really interested to see kind of what the movies are like in the 80s. I've seen a couple, so I'll be interested to see if there's any in here that I don't recognize. I'm sure there will be plenty, and of course, as always, I'm always curious to see what you guys have to say about this and what memories this brings back. But with that being said, guys, let's dive on into this one, guys. Let's go.
This decade saw Hollywood focus on sci-fi, action, comedy, and franchises.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Never seen that in my life.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
Ooh.
And today, in this
Karate Kid?
installment of our series on the greatest movies of all time, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movies of the 1980s.
The Princess
For our
Bride.
series of the best movies of all time, we've chosen 10 movies per decade based on their
Breakfast
iconic
Club,
status,
I've seen that one.
critical acclaim, box office success, and watchability.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to let me know if you agree with this list, because as far as I know, there's a lot of movies. So you heard what they're rating it on.
Status, critical acclaim, box office success, and watchability.
Let's see if you guys agree. I've heard of that
And
before.
just so you know, we're
It's not
not
an 80s
necessarily choosing the movies your film studies professor would pick. So sit back and relax as we wax on, wax off, kick some Aussie ass, and turn this list up to 11.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
Saddle up, lock and load.
Number 10, Platoon.
Hey, white boy, what you waiting for? That hole ain't gonna dig itself.
Oliver Stone's gritty Oscar winner Platoon swarms with great
Platoon.
characters, tension,
Isn't that Charlie
and
Sheen?
the horrors of war.
I'm seeing some actors in here that are young in these times. Yo, he looks young in this. What? I only know him from 2.5 Men.
Naive soldier Chris Taylor makes his way through Vietnam. He discovers two things. One, his existence in this war is pretty insignificant. And two, there's massive moral duality between his fellow soldiers.
The morale of the men is low. A civil war in the platoon. Half the men with Elias, half with Barnes.
After a village is mercilessly slaughtered, Taylor must decide what kind of man and soldier he wants to be, making this one of cinema's most effective war movies.
Ooh. That looks dramatic. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how YouTube's gonna feel about me showing that. No, what is it with movies like related to the Vietnam War? Like, I don't know what it is back then. I keep seeing movies that are somewhat based off of that war. I don't know if this was, but it just looks like the way they shot it. It just looks like it was. Like, what's the other one? Good Morning Vietnam that I think I've seen. I have seen.
You bitch!
Number 9, Aliens.
I only need to know one thing. Where they are.
Released 7 years after the
Okay.
chest-bursting original, James Cameron's Aliens sees the planet of LV-426 colonized by the acid-bearing, tongue-torpedoing extraterrestrials.
Yeah, I would not want to watch this movie.
With
Yeah.
Nostromo survivor Ellen Ripley on board to assist a group of trigger-happy
Where have I
warriors,
seen her before?
we explore every nook and cranny of the alien planet. And we're on edge every step of the way. The state-of-the-art special effects,
What is that, man?
intriguing characters, and terrifying alien beings all make this movie an unmissable one for gory sci-fi enthusiasts.
Yeah.
But where the fuck?
What the heck?
I hate this.
I don't like that movie. This is
like to
weird.
torture 'em.
Creepy.
Number 8, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. I haven't seen this movie. I just heard the song.
Yes, of course they're serious.
You don't even have to believe in ghouls to love this Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis written film. When a group of scientists sets up their own ghost-catching firm, they patrol the streets of New York, defeating any Slimers, demon canines, or giant marshmallow men that may get in their way.
This is a classic.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
What is that?
Not only are the ridiculously far-fetched scenes entertaining, but the chemistry between these scientists, pardon the pun,
What?
is intoxicating.
Everything
Is
was
that
fine
the
with our
Michelin
system
Man?
until the power grid was shut off by
I really like this actor, by the way. I forgot his name, but I like him as an actor.
Pun is
In
intoxicating.
the movies that I've seen him, I
Everything
tend
was
to
fine
like
with our
him.
system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Nice.
Number 7, Die Hard.
Die Hard. I've heard of it. Not seen
It's
it.
shoeless Bruce Willis versus German Alan Rickman. Seriously, what's not to love?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
When New York cop John McClane goes to visit his family at Christmas, he unwittingly walks into the web of a bad guy gang, led by Rickman's Hans Gruber.
Well. Hans.
Managing to slip out of their grasp, McClane slithers around the building, taking them out one by one, spawning sequels galore and inspiring imitators for years to come. Oh, but watch out for that glass, John.
Glass? Who gives a shit about glass?
That's so interesting.
Number 6,
Where do I feel like I've seen that character? I feel like have I seen that character in like as an action figure? It looks familiar, huh?
Number 6, E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I've heard of this movie. I haven't seen it.
With timeless concepts about friendship and
What
exploration,
is that scene?
Steven Spielberg's E.T. is the story of an adolescent boy who discovers an extraterrestrial in his garden shed.
See? Car. Hey! Hey, wait a second! No! Don't eat her!
With young Elliot and the alien worlds apart when it comes to communication, we watch as they teach each other new tricks and ultimately become best friends.
E.T. phone home. Phone home.
Elliot
Hey, this is a movie, by the way, that a lot of you guys tell me about. Maybe I should check it out. Because apparently this is a very popular one.
Elliot must then battle the odds to get E.T. back to his home planet, leaving us with warmth in our hearts and tears
Whoa.
in our eyes.
They're just flying in the sky on their bikes.
Right here.
Here's Johnny.
I've seen that.
Number 5, The Shining.
Hi, Lloyd.
Aspiring writer Jack Torrance is holed up in the snowbound Overlook Hotel with his wife and son when he falls victim to cabin fever or something.
Whether you don't hear me typing, what the you hear me doing in here, when I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in.
Spiraling into madness, we witness Jack Nicholson at his unhinged best as he talks to ghosts, threatens his family, and lets us know what all work and no play will do to a guy.
You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Based on the
Nice.
Stephen King novel, it's an 80s classic with Stanley Kubrick's directorial fingerprints all over it.
Wild.
He gets a title shot outdoors in a ballpark.
Is that where? So that movie is where the "Here's Johnny" reference comes from. I've heard of that reference before in memes on TikTok. Other than that, I haven't seen the movie though. It looks interesting. I'd probably check that out. Doesn't look too
He
scary.
gets a title shot outdoors in a ballpark, and what do I get? A one-way ticket to Palookaville.
Number 4, Raging Bull.
Yeesh.
Delving into the finer details of boxer Jake LaMotta's life, this film explores the detrimental effects an aggressive personality can have on an Italian-American household.
Wow. Whoa.
What's the matter with you? Don't you put the dishes so they don't fall down?
Directed by the genius hand of Martin Scorsese, and with the Oscar-winning Robert De Niro in the lead role, Raging Bull gives us a closer look behind the scenes of fixed boxing matches, domestic violence, sibling rivalry, and the day-to-day struggle of living the American dream in mid-century New York.
Wow.
I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Instead of a bum, which is what I am.
Dark. That looks intense.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Number 3, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Ooh. Isn't this just...
This is the movie that made Indiana Jones a household name
Indiana
when it came
Jones.
to adventure epics.
Okay.
As we follow
I was gonna say, isn't this just Indiana Jones, or is this like the precursor to Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones.
This is the movie that made Indiana Jones a household name when it came to adventure epics.
I see.
As we follow Indy in a race against the Nazis to reach the sacred Ark of the Covenant, we're met not only by elaborate landscapes, messy fight scenes, ancient trap rooms, and melting faces, but also by dry humor and multi-dimensional characters.
Oh, I love a bit of dry humor.
Spielberg's Raiders
rude.
set the benchmark high and left a legacy worthy of any treasure hunter.
My calculations are correct.
Oh, this is a good movie.
When this
I've seen
baby
this.
hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Number 2, Back to the
Back
Future.
to the Future.
You're telling me that you built a time machine?
Yeah, this is a sick movie.
DeLorean?
Time travel, skateboarding, DeLoreans, and Nike sneaks. Oh, but it's so much more.
Whoa, this is heavy.
This is so 80s,
In the first
man.
of Robert Zemeckis' 3 Back to the Future movies, we follow Marty McFly as he travels back to 1955 when his parents first met, thanks to his eccentric friend Doc Brown's newly invented time machine.
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
However, young Marty's very existence is in danger
Oh, that was such
when
an
he
awkward
finds
scene.
himself in a love triangle with his folks.
Whoa, wait a minute. Doc, are you trying to
Yeah.
tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
That was
What
awkward.
follows are weird parental scenarios, a bully beatdown, and some Johnny B. Good rock guitar.
Johnny B. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this movie was great, man. I actually really like this movie, and that Johnny B. Good, like, this guy started playing that Johnny B. Good song, and I'm like, wow, like, this is callback to the past, man. Iconic, like, rock scene in the 60s, around them times, whatever. Like, yeah, man, crazy, man. Jerry Lee Lewis, all of that.
Before we unveil our pick for best movie
Great
of the
movie,
1980s,
my
here are
opinion.
a few honorable mentions.
All those moments will be lost like tears in rain.
Pardon my French, but
Ferris,
Cameron
I've
is so
seen
tight
that.
if you stuck a lump of coal up his ass, in 2 weeks you have a diamond.
Where is she?
The
Look, it may take a
Terminator.
while. Wanna wait? There's a bench over there.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll be back.
Classic.
Wanna flick this?
Scarface. I haven't seen this one.
Come on.
Is that sick?
Do you wanna play rough? Okay.
Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, that's where that comes from. The Breakfast Club.
Bartender says.
Do you know, is The Breakfast Club overrated? I've seen that movie, you know, and I feel like it gets talked about a lot. But it didn't make this list. And when I actually really think about The Breakfast Club in the context of the other movies that I've seen, is The Breakfast Club overrated? You guys let me know what you think about it. I have seen The Breakfast Club. I did like the movie, but when I'm thinking about it, yeah, would it have made the top 10 from all these I've seen? I don't know. You guys let me know.
Bartender says, I suppose you won't be needing a drink. Naked lady says,
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Number 1, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
Star Wars. Yeah, it has to be in here.
What happened to your father?
he told me enough.
Before 1983's Return of the Jedi completed George Lucas's original trilogy, there was 1980's The Empire Strikes Back.
No. I am your father.
Classic line.
Often considered the best film in the Star Wars saga, Empire sees lightsaber-wielding protagonist Luke Skywalker training with Master Yoda to fight Darth Vader's forces.
Impressive. Most impressive.
But with Han Solo and Princess Leia taken prisoner, the Empire's stronger than ever, and the temptation of the dark side hanging over his shoulder, it won't be easy.
That boy is our last hope.
No. There is another.
Yeah, Star Wars has got to be in
list?
that.
Yes! Yes!
Whoa.
Yes!
What's your favorite movie of the 80s? For more thrilling top 10s
Whoa.
published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
The end.
Seeing like we're gonna end. I've got something I'm curious to see what you guys think about, because I've seen a couple 80s movies, at least from what I'm aware they were 80s movies that I don't think were on this list. Guys, what about the Goonies? Wasn't the Goonies an 80s movie? Let me double check real quick. It was the Goonies an 80s movie? Because I hear a lot of you guys talk about the Goonies. Yeah, that's 1985. And what about what's that vampire movie? Was it The Lost Boys? What it's called? The Lost Boys. That's 1987. So yeah, I didn't see that movie in there. And what's the other? There's one more. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. No, no, that was in this. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Right, that was an 80s movie. Right. Okay, that's 1982. See, look, there's certain movies in here that I was like thinking I was gonna see, but I didn't. And there was quite a few in here that I haven't seen that ended up in here that I can see. That last one, Star Wars #1. I'm not mad at that. I was not deep into Star Wars as I got older, but when I was really, really young and they had it on like Cartoon Network, I would watch it, like the cartoon version of it. I never really watched the actual movies, and low key, I would have liked to have, I probably should check out the movies at some point. I probably should. Maybe in the UK I was probably more distracted by Harry Potter. Not even to be cliche, but maybe that was part of the reason. Because I don't know why I never checked out Star Wars as much as I feel like I would have been interested in stuff like that. But anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about this list. Let me know if you thought there was any things in here that should have been mentioned that weren't. I generally feel like this might be a controversial list. I don't know how you guys are going to take this, because there's so many movies in the 80s that I feel like a lot of you guys tell me about. And I don't know if you guys would agree with this. But you let me know. Agree, disagree. Let me know what your top 3 movies would have been in the comments below. And let me know, especially if there's any movies in here that you definitely don't think should have been in here and should have been replaced with other ones that you think you're thinking of now. Let me know. As well as let me know what memories these movies brought back as well, considering how I'm sure many of you guys watching would have seen quite a few of these. So yeah, guys, if you made this point in the video, comment any green hearts. I know who my real ones are. I love you guys who watched through to the end. You guys are the real to the real. The support has been amazing. And yeah, guys, other than that, if you want to see me check out some more videos on the past, I've got a playlist linked at the end of this one. And yeah, guys, other than that, I've been your boy JayFlex, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.